Hey, let's talk about why therapy didn't fix your anxiety and what actually will. You've probably been to therapy, walked out of sessions thinking, well, everything that the therapist said made perfect sense, but I just don't feel any different. The thing is, you're not alone. A lot of times I hear that from people that come to see me all the time. People that have spent years in counseling, hundreds of hours, thousands of dollars, and they're still wrestling with that same anxiety loop that's been bothering them. The reason they went to counseling to start with, or therapy. It's not because you're broken. It's because that type of therapy by itself does not touch that part of the brain that keeps you stuck. That part over on the right side where all of that lives in your brain. I had a client come to me once, and she told me, she said, I've been in therapy for 12 years. 12 years. She could explain her trauma to me backwards and forwards. She could give me all the big words and the diagnoses that she's been given over the years. She knew all the terms. She knew all the coping skills. She could even tell me why she pulled her hair, why she panicked in crowds, and why she avoided going to sleep at night. She knew all the reasons, all the terminology for it. But then she said, I understand myself more than ever, but I still feel broken. And I get it. I understand. Therapy gave her awareness, but it didn't rewire the loop. And that loop just kept firing over and over and over again. So when that's happening, this is what's going on. Anxiety does not live in your thinking side of the brain, over in the left side of your brain. It lives over in the right side of your brain, where survival lives. It's where the creative mind lives. It's where the emotions live, and it's where trauma resides. And unfortunately, when all of that gets together, it creates that loop that just keeps firing over and over and over again. And it's that part of the brain that controls that fight or flight mechanism. And therapy talks to the conscious side of the brain, but the anxiety loop lives over in the unconscious side of the brain. And that's why therapy can feel good in the moment, because it's hitting all the right spots on the conscious level. But that panic still hits when you get in the car, or when nobody's around, you find yourself pulling your hair again, or that grief still just sits heavy, like a fog that you just can't shake. So what happened is therapy gave you a map. But in this line of work, I teach my clients the map is not reality. The map doesn't move your feet. The map is why you're still stuck. Because it doesn't move you. The map is not the reality. It still requires some work to get you where you're going. But the good news is you're not broken. It's just a wiring problem. And wiring can be rewired. That loop that keeps firing that anxiety over and over and over again. Right now it feels like it's permanent, but it's not. It's not permanent. It's just a pattern. And patterns can be interrupted, and patterns can be reset. So it's not about learning more coping skills. It's a lot of clients come to me, if you can just give me this one technique. It's not about learning coping skills. It's not about talking through it one more time. You've probably told your story over and over so many times that you're sick of hearing it. It's about teaching your nervous system that it's actually safe again. And that's what finally calms the panic down. That's what stops the urges. That's what lifts that fog. And this is exactly what I do with clients in my rewire and release system. In just 3 sessions, we get in and we identify the exact loops that's driving your anxiety. And once we identify those loops, we use several different tools. We use EFT tapping style tools. We use MEMI multi-channel eye movement integration. We use hypnosis. We use mindfulness breathing techniques. And all of these things help you release that trigger. And then it rewires your nervous system so that that anxiety does not keep hijacking your life. And here's what happens. Clients that come to see me that have been in therapy for years and are not seeing any progress, maybe even decades. I've had several that have come to me 10 years, 12 years. These clients are finally starting to feel relief because for the first time we're actually working where that loop lives, where that loop keeps firing. We get in there and communicate with that part of the brain so that it can actually get in there and rewire this old faulty wiring. So if you've ever wondered why therapy hasn't fixed your anxiety yet, it's not you and it's not your therapist. They're probably really good at what they do. It's just that that type of therapy was not built to rewire your unconscious mind. So if what we're saying here today resonates with you and you feel like you're ready to finally break free from that loop, I want to invite you to book a free breakthrough call. It doesn't cost you anything but about 20 minutes of your time. And in that call, we'll map out your specific loop and I'll show you exactly how we can reset it. I'll leave a link in the description of this video down below. So remember, you are not broken. It's just issues in the wiring. And the good news is it can be rewired. So I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to helping you. Location is not an issue either because I can do this work over video calls. If you're anywhere in the world and you have internet access, we can do this work and we can get you back healthy and happy again. All right, see you in the next video. Have a great day.